Afternoon, good evening, everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hmm? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Toheeroh. My name is Hawa Humoro. So today we are talking about a very neglected or unrecognized plant. This plant has a lot of nutritional benefits for the body system. So when it's one of the few plants that is one of the few plants that when it gets ripened or the leaves gets dry, they change to very beautiful and amazing color. I love this vibrant color. So this leaf has about three pigments. This is the red. Just look at the lines, the red, and then the yellow, and this part is a pale yellow or pale cream. Now these green leaves became this, in fact, just to appreciate God's wonders and his favors upon us and mankind. So one thing people don't know is that this particular red leaf, we do sweep it away because it becomes a like death in the environment. So we try to eliminate it from the environment. So basically this is very good for malaria and anemia, people who are anemic. So when you boil this particular leaf, it's recommended that you take it daily. Just rinse it. I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to show you how to do it. I'm just going to explain it to you. Now one thing is that women suffering from PCOS, infertility, irregular menses, fibroid, endometriosis, any form of infertility, even if blocked tubes, it has to do with the blood most times. Now another key organ that plays a role in infertility is the liver and the kidney. The liver and the kidney are very important when it comes to fertility, but it is often overlooked. Women just focus on ovulation. They want to ovulate and they try to make themselves ovulate as much as possible. So if you want to treat fertility, you need to get to the roots of the problem. So that's why a lot of tests has to be done. A lot of tests has to be carried out to find out where the problem is coming from. Now where this leaf, this beautiful gorgeous leaf, comes into play is that it works for the liver, it works for the kidney, it works for the blood, it works for the cardiovascular system. And then this is the fruits. In Africa and here in Nigeria we call this African almonds. Right now you can't eat this because this is unripe, but and then this is the green leaves. This is unripe. In this state it is unripe. So it's recommended you try as much as possible to wait for it to get ripened before you use the fruits. Like this can be eaten fresh like this is very delicious. It's quite different from the African almond. It's also from the Indian almond, rather the Asian almond. I understand that it's not just Indians that have almonds. There's also almond from Dubai and other Asian countries. But here in Nigeria, this is what our almond fruits looks like. This is unripe, so we don't eat it at this stage. We wait for it to get to this color. It gets to this pale color, and then we eat it as a snack here in Nigeria. So when we eat it, we basically crunch on it. But I think I can take a bite for you to see what it looks inside. It has a fibrous texture inside, and it's a bit nutty. It's a bit nutty. So I'll just see what it looks inside. It's sweet. It's a bit sour. It's sour. So this is what it looks inside of it. It's kind of sour, and it's sour sweet. It's sour sweet. So it has a shell in it. This is the shell. So you're going to eat all of this flesh out. Here in Nigeria, we dry it and then we crack the nuts. So inside of the nuts, we get what is like almond, the Indian almond. So that's how we use that. So for this now, if you know somebody, even if it's a man, a man or a woman that has any kidney issues, because recent research is currently stating now that fibroid fibroid and cysts are basically from the kidney. It means there's a malfunction in the kidney. Something is not right in the kidney. So the kidney cannot filtrate itself, and then it begins to concentrate itself in certain organs. So that's why the fluid that is supposed to pass out from the kidney sometimes deposits itself in the ovaries. So that's what we have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is PCOS, which a lot of women are suffering from today. In fact, some women do not know that they are PCOS carriers or sufferers. They just know that something is wrong with their system, but they do not know what is particularly wrong with their system. Now, so how to use this leaf? As research has shown that this leaf is very, very good for people suffering from diabetes, high blood sugar, even insulin resistance is one of the key causative factor of PCOS. But I do not look at insulin alone. These days, a lot of women have used contraceptives. So their mothers use contraceptives. So that contraceptive, and one of the side effects of contraceptive is that it affects the hormones. So it also leads to PCOS. So I did a post. Go to my community tab. You see the post on PCOS, some of the hidden or undiscovered reasons for PCOS. One of them is the pills, the contraceptive. So if you're suffering from that, now this leaf has been shown to remove heavy metals from the body system. It has also been shown that it is antiparasitic. What is antiparasitic? So basically, when you are suffering from parasite infestation in your body system, here in Nigeria we call it worms. We just basically say worm. When we were kids, our mother used to deworm us. They didn't really understand why. They just knew that deworming was very, very good for children. So basically, they deworm us, and sometimes the worm pills we used in the past does not grind the worm to doesn't grind it completely. So when the child is dewormed, sometimes it starts to run around because it sees the worm running out of his butt, and he will be crying, "Mommy, mommy, something is dangling from my butt." It's usually very funny and scary at the same time. So the mother would have to use her hands to peel, to like kind of drag the worm out of the butt of the child, and then she flushes it out. Sometimes this worm, this parasite, we see them dangling in the pool. You see the parasite dangling inside the poop of the child, and it's usually crazy. Then we're always scared and we always run around crying. But I realized that I had less episodes of hospital visits. I can't remember. I only remember once or twice being admitted in the hospital because our mother used to deworm us then. So, but they never knew of natural methods of deworming. They were basically doing what they felt was right, what they thought was right. So now, if you happen to come across this leaf, look at the fruits again. If you come across this in your area, or somebody that can ship this to you, I can do that. I can ship it to you because we have a lot of it in my region where I am. We have about 4 or 5 trees, a very big tree. So that was why I got someone to actually get this for me. This is a very big branch. So I got someone to got this one. So don't worry, I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to put it into the pot. So for me, what I'm going to do is I'll wash this, and then I'll wash this, wash all of this. These are the fruits. I'm going to wash all of them. Please like the live and tell me where you are joining us from. I'm from Nigeria. I don't know where you're from. Please let me know. My name is Toheeroh, and this channel is Toheeroh Blends. Basically, what we do here on this channel is all we talk about is health, healthy living. We also do product reviews. We are not yet started on that. We used to do that, but we had to stop due to some constraints. But soon, inshallah, we are going to go back to product reviews. We're also going to go back to cooking videos too. Yanko, hi, how are you? Thanks for joining the live. equal. So you can ask me any questions in the comment section. One of the things I'm going to be doing on my life is that when you are on the live and you share the live, I give you the opportunity to ask me questions, consultations. I'm from Nigeria. Where are you from? Iyankon Ikonson. I'm from Nigeria. Where are you from? Please do like the live. Like the live. Ask us questions. Um the life is basically here to give you free tips. So just ask me consultation if you're going through any health condition, if it's cancer, if it's prostate, if it's infection, if it's any cardiovascular disease. If I have the knowledge, because I also believe you're from Nigeria too. Oh, you're based in Italy. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. I can't see. I think I consume. Oh, I think you're Igbo, right? Are you Igbo? I is it in Conso, Abi? Sorry, I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. I'm very sorry about that. So basically, just ask us any question if you're going through any type of diseases. Okay, let me just talk about one of the cases we treated recently. So a client messaged me that he was suffering from tonsil stones. I don't know if you are aware of. Okay, no. Oh, okay. Nyanko you said no, you're not from Igbo. All right, thank you. Please tell me where you're from and ask me any questions about anything, health. Let me know so I would respond to the questions as they come in. So the client I had recently, which the review was very nice, was someone who was suffering from tonsil stones. And tonsil stones is something that is common, and at the same time there's not much awareness about it. Oh, Akwa Ibom, nice, very very nice. You're welcome. Nice to have you on the live. Thank you for joining us. So so he was talking about tonsil stones, and he has the usual recommendation from the hospital is that you basically brush your teeth. You brush, so he brushes 3 times a day, but still he still has bad breath. He says his mouth smells very very bad, and I really felt for him because this is something nobody should suffer from. So he also has tooth plaques too. He has tooth plaques. So what did we recommend him to do? We bought some of our products, but however, if you're not able to get some of our products and within a week he is already seeing results from our products, I'm very grateful to God for that. However, if you're not able to get some of our products, one of the best things for mouth plaques or any else mouth issues, inflammation of the mouth, is gargling with coconut oil pulling. You can also use herbal teas to gargle your mouth, but make sure it is cool. So for example, if you want to use this particular plant to gargle your mouth, you want to get a lot of benefits from this plant. For those just joining us, this plant is called Ewe fruits in Yoruba. In English it is called Tamperil capata. It's also called the fruit leaves. That's almond fruit leaves. So this is, for those who are not from Nigeria, this is the almond fruits. This is what ours looks like here in Nigeria. So I've eaten a bit of this. It's not ripened. So when you eat this, you have to break the shell inside, and then you crack the nuts, and you get another fibrous or something that tastes like granite inside of it. So now let me go back to what I was talking about. So if you want to use this particular plant to rinse your mouth for bad odor and any other health disease that you're suffering from, but basically let's talk about halitosis, which is bad breath. You would boil the leaves, allow it to cool down, and then you rinse your mouth. Just gargle around your mouth. But there are some plants that are specifically very very good for bad breath, like cloves. Cloves are very very good. Black seeds are also very good, but they will not treat it as a whole because they need a carrier to carry it into the system, to carry it into your mouth. So you can either make clove tea. sorry about that, you can make clove tea and then you gargle your mouth with it, you spit it out. So it's advisable to gargle for a minimum of 5 to 15 minutes, and then you rinse your mouth. So another thing that is also advisable not to do at night to prevent bad breath is that you do not eat and sleep immediately. Make sure you rinse out your mouth thoroughly before you go to bed, because there's a bacteria called candidiasis. It usually sits in the mouth and it forms, it's called thrush, they call it thrush, but I think that helicobacteria too also causes it too. So now let's go back to this. If you know someone who is suffering from infertility, this leaf is also very, very good for infertility. It helps to, because infertility sometimes comes from the kidney um and the liver, which some people do not know and they do not take cognizance of. So just take these leaves, wash it thoroughly, make sure you remove things like this, put it into the pot, rinse it, and then you boil it for a minimum of 15 to 10 minutes and you drink. So it's advisable to drink 2 cups daily, before meal and after meal. Now the thing is that sometimes when you are detoxing the liver, you feel nausea. I would recommend that you should pause the herb you're taking, or vomit if you feel like vomiting, because that's also another way of the liver detoxing itself. So try to vomit, flush it out of your system, and continue with your liver detoxification. So that'll be all for today. Thank you, Inya Nkosi, for joining us. I hope you really benefited from the life. Thank you very much. Do have a lovely day.